Hey, what's up YouTube? This is Duelist, and this is going to be my response to Mikkivlogs' video about a possible reset of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Trading card game. Now this means, well, really one of many things could happen. Like, it could go to, like, the Pokemon and Magic the Gathering style, where you do rotations, where every time they release a new set, that you can use for a year, and then they scrap everything, reprint a bunch of the staple cards and like some lower end stuff, and then some good cards, and then they make new sets, and then they do that year by year. Personally, I don't want that to happen just because I'm a budget player, and that would cause me to have to rebuy all of my cards over and over and over again every year. Yeah, I could go play with my friends with old cards, but then I can't go to any official events without buying new cards, and that would cost me a lot of money, and probably cost me more money than I'd have for that entire year just to be able to go out and play at a couple events. So I certainly hope that the Yu-Gi-Oh! Trading card game doesn't get rebooted. Whether it's everything up to now is scrapped, and then they just set a new start point for the game, and then they go on from there, or if they do the rotations like Magic and Pokemon. Now, I would be much happier if they just scrapped the game versus rotations, but I'd still be even happier if they just kept the game and then just improved it as time went on, rather than restarting. So, and if they do end up doing rotations, I'm not going to be able to afford to play the game myself with other people, and I just end up using older cards. And if that happens, then I'm probably just going to be making my own cards on the internet. I mean, you're not taking them to an event. You're not passing them off as Konami's actual cards. They're your own cards that you made yourself. And you're not taking them to any official events. You're not using them for anything Konami related. So I don't really see an issue with doing that. I mean, that'd just be really good fun. Just making your own deck, playing with your own friends with your own personal deck that you personally created. Now, I'm not saying that your deck should be made broken, like you draw this card, you play, you win, and that's how all 40 cards in your deck are. Or like you have this card that for free you can negate anything and it's continuous, or something stupid. Like just making your own nice little creative, fun deck that could, well, it wouldn't be as competitive as our deck now, because right now the decks are just ridiculously stupid, and they're kind of boring because they're a little autopilot and a little skill. In fact, they're a lot of autopilot and a little skill now. When way back when the game started, I wasn't playing then, but I know that it was really more of everybody playing pretty much the same deck, because there weren't that many cards out, and it's not like now where there are different archetypes. Back then it was just based off of who can get out the biggest monster, and if you get out Blue Eyes, you won. But back then it required that much skill and probably that much luck and this much autopilot. There was no autopilot involved with those decks. You had to grind the game so that you could get off your combos and stuff, which really the best combo would be sack 2 for Blue Eyes. I think I already said this, but the deck you make doesn't have to be broken. It doesn't have to be competitive like it is now. It just has to be fun. It has to be interesting, and it just has to be your own. Now I know this means that there won't be any tournaments or anything like that, and you can't take your cards to tournaments. But I mean, if you're like me and you really just duel with your friends and stuff, then that shouldn't really apply to you. But if you do go to events and stuff now, and they decided to do rotations, or they decided to reboot the card game, and you're still playing, even though that'd be kind of difficult, then all the more power to you. I have absolutely nothing against organized Yu-Gi-Oh! Play. If you want to go to tournaments, if you want to buy these new cards, if you want to go do all that stuff, that's cool. But I'm going to be making my own decks, and until I get the money to actually make official tournament legal decks, then I'm just going to be making my own cards, and I'm just going to be playing with my own friends. And that's what I'm going to be enjoying about the game. I hope you liked the video. Make sure to leave a comment below. Give me your feedback, or tell me if you just liked the video, or saying if you like my haircut, or perhaps even just some constructive criticism. Maybe you disagree with me, maybe you don't like the way I'm doing this video, or maybe you just want me to be a little bit funnier, which is kind of hard for me because I'm a little camera shy, just a little bit. Make sure to subscribe as well if you do like my content. And make sure to check out Mikkivlogs' channel, which more than likely you probably came from here, meaning you're probably subscribed to him already. But if you got there from one of the people you're already subbed to, but you're not subbed to Mikkivlogs, make sure you hit that back button up there. Sorry, I'm all mirrored out and stuff. Hit that back button up there. Go to his page, or the video, or whatever. Click the subscribe button, come back here, and then do all that stuff I told you to do before. Stay awesome, guys.